Okay, so today we have Morrissey and I Am Two People. My goodness gracious, what a captivating title. Anyway, this video actually has like over 160,000 views, which is nice to see. So I went with this video in particular. And I Am Two People from, I guess, You Are the Quarry, which was, was one of the B-sides, I do believe, from one of those singles, so from that album. So let's get into it, talk about it after. This was requested 3 minutes, 54 seconds. So let's get going. Piano.
I love you. It's murder. I am two people, one you know but don't like, the other one you don't know but you don't want to. I am two people, one you know but don't like, the other one you don't know but you don't want to. I love you. It's pointless. Oh my soul, if I live or die this night. I am two people, one you know but don't like, the other one you don't know but you don't want to. I have two faces, one of which you know, the other one for your sake I never would show. Because I love you, I cannot bear to be around you. And if only one or the other of us would drop down,
So there it is. Goodness gracious. Morrissey and I Am Two People. The quintessential Morrissey love song, I would say. Some of these lyrics are just great, when you think about it as a love song, I guess. But anyway, and I gotta say, off the bat, I usually talk about the instrument, so I just want to say, obviously, great piano, I have to say. One word that came to mind, dashing, music here, just dashing. Just beautiful behind Morrissey's voice. And a voice that, I don't know if I would describe it as him kind of doing a hiccup, but just a little bit of breaks in there through his voice. Again, it seems like he's very passionate here, very vulnerable in a way, I would say as well. Talking about love here and talking about his feelings. I mean, yeah, he's talking about how he's feeling here, and he seems very intimate in a way. And again, he seems nervous in a way as well when he talks about, I love you, but I can't be around you. That's why I can't be around you. This kind of thing comes to mind. And again, like the kind of strong guitar here, I would say, and again, strong vocals, yeah, there you go, but strong guitar, before he would go into a part like when he said in the lyrics here, if I could see it again, right off the back kind of, or the next part where he says, I love you, it's murder, and then the next part was, I love you, it's pointless. But I just love the guitar work before that. I don't know why, but it just, that specific part. But yeah, and he talks about, just this kind of love and just it being pointless and it's murder. And, I am two people, and you talk about duality. You talk about almost like a Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing here. And I honestly think about right at the bat too, Morrissey maybe talking about the person that people see when he's on stage, or the performer he is, the singer he is, whatever. But then behind the scenes at home, again, when he's off stage, obviously, like I've said many times, he's known as a guy who's not very loud. He's kind of quiet. He kind of stays to himself, all this kind of a thing. And that seems to be maybe what he's talking about here. You know one part of me, but you don't know the other, and you don't want to. And again, when he talks about murder, and he says that, and then he talks about how you don't want to know the other part of me, it's like, is the other part of him, bad, in a murderous way? Anyway, but that does come to mind. My goodness gracious, I keep sniffling, but again, I am kind of under the weather, and I wanted to get this done before I maybe get sicker. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, just that whole kind of Jekyll and Hyde part, and the different people you are. I mean, yeah, it is kind of a weird thing maybe to say you're more than one person, but you do have different I guess different feelings, different emotions, whatever the hell that can be like having two people inside of you. Anyway, your mood swings every now and then, and then it's like almost like you're a different person. But yeah, I just like where Morrissey's coming from on this whole part there. And like I said, really enjoyed the strong music here, the strong melody. Very bold as well. Like I said, beautiful piano there, and it all worked very well with Morrissey's breaking at points voice, and just again his vulnerability, and all that really comes through. So let's go to these lyrics now. I love you, it's murder. And I just love how right off the bat there's like those two people, I love you, it's murder, kind of the opposite sides of things, I would say. Anyway, I am two people, one but don't like. So right off the bat, it's just like one and don't like, so you already don't know the person that you know me as. The other one you don't know, but you don't want to. So it's just like, even the other person that you don't even know about me, you don't want to know it, and you probably maybe wouldn't like that part either. So it's just like, it's a lose-lose either way for Morrissey here, if he's trying to get with this person. I am two people, one but don't like. The other one you don't know, but you don't want to. And again, it sounds very cryptic. It sounds kind of scary. I mean, he's putting you on edge in a way. It's like, who's this other person he's talking about that he is? It's just like, is he some kind of, crazy guy? My goodness. I love you, it's pointless. So there we go again. I love you, it's pointless. And again, such a Morrissey line here. So it's sad. It's kind of full of dejection, and it's a little bit depressing there. I love you, it's pointless. In my soul, if I live or die this night. And again, I think about, yeah, it just seems like it's pointless in that way. There's nihilism coming into play here too. If he lives or if he dies, it doesn't matter to him anymore. Again, it just seems like he's kind of fed up. He's kind of done with, I don't know if you'd say life or what, but at the same time, it just doesn't matter to him. I mean, my God, at the end of the day, kind of that's the whole point, I guess. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, none of this matters. Just like, goodness gracious, we're all circling the drain. I am two people, one but don't like. The other one you don't know, but you don't want to. Again, we have that same part again. I have two faces. So here's a new part here. One of which you know, the other one for your sake, I will never show. Again, it's just like, it's kind of, it's a little bit creepy in a way. Again, it's cryptic. This other face I will never show for your sake, for your own good, perhaps. It's just like, where the hell are we going here? It's just because I love you. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to show his other, his other face, his other being, I guess, his other personality, you might say as well. that love, I guess, is kind of preventing him from showing this person his other side or whatever. I cannot bear to be around you. Again, maybe because he loves them. And it's just like, again, it feels like a lot of inner things going on here, a lot of inner thoughts, a lot of maybe, bad voices in his head, whatever you might say, a lot of feeling of not being, I guess, accepted or not being up to snuff for this person, whatever. And if only, and again, this is quite the end of the song and very Morrissey, I have to say again, and if only one or the other of us would drop down dead, and then it's just done. But but again, I think about, if only this other person would die, or if I would die, this would be so much goddamn easier. I wouldn't have to put up with this. And again, it's just such a Morrissey, line in a way that, with its sadness, with its kind of cutthroatness, is that a word? With its kind of cutthroat feeling, their emotions here, just kind of talking about, if one of us would die, this would be so easy. And again, it seems like, that kind of a whole nihilistic feeling comes into play, and he's just talking about how it would be so much easier if one of us was dead, or maybe even if my other part was dead, the other part of me that you don't see. But anyway, good Lord, and again, leave your comments down below, I about what you think about the song, of course, and maybe these lyrics as well. But I just think about, again, this juxtaposition. I said earlier, the whole Jekyll and Hyde story, and just how that comes into play here a little bit as well, I would say. But again, it seems like no matter these personalities that Morrissey's dealing with here, I guess this person that he's talking about wouldn't like either of them. So again, it's a lose-lose thing. So it's quite the interesting, lyricism here, quite the interesting track. And by the end of it, again, I just love how kind of abrupt, the end is. And I might as well just talk before I go about the personnel here again. I always talk about them, but this was a White and Morrissey creation, and Alan White is, his work with Morrissey speaks for itself. Great guitarist, great, I guess, writer, songwriter, you would say as well. And he did a lot of great work with Morrissey. Boz Borer also on guitar here as well, who Boz obviously was around forever with Morrissey. Gary Day on bass guitar, Dean Butterworth on drums. Always loved Dean Butterworth's sound, and I love his last name as well, maybe even more than his sound. And Roger Manning on keyboards. And like I said, there was that piano here, so I imagine that was Roger. And again, Roger, I just I always enjoy his sound. I always feel like Morrissey's keyboardists, if that's the thing, pianists always sound so good, and they always just, I don't know, it's so dull to say, but they are always so great. And it seems like they really take pride in their music, and there was such great backdrops in Morrissey's voice, especially here, like I said, with all of his vulnerability and his emotions. So anyway, I guess that's all I gotta say. So thanks for watching, thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Really appreciate all the support. I'm gonna go now and blow my nose. So yeah, thanks again for everything, and I'll see you guys next Friday, or before that perhaps. Anyway, bye.